Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Rayman. In the last episode, we beat Mr. Sax, the boss of Bandland. This time, we are returning to the Dream Forest to try and... We're looking out for a... Ooh, this thing. We're looking out for a power-up to help us cross Twilight Gulch. This is not it. This is Rayman, who is naked and hiding in a bush, so we need to dislodge his loincloth from the branches above it. Yeah, it's best not to think about that too much. But Rayman gives Rayman a magic seed. To grow plants, use the R button. So, if we... Oh, no, that's... Haven't got the seed yet. There we go. So we can just immediately grow a seed. This is a power-up we get only for this particular level. And you'll notice the water is rising up underneath this. This is another one of those levels that really scared the shit out of me as a child. Just because this like... I think it's anything which had a certain sense of fatalistic inevitability always gave me the fear as a child. Because it's like, no matter what you're doing, the water is coming for you. Those were always the things that kind of, they gave me that, that feeling in the bottom of your stomach. It's the one when you're in a dream and you're on the train tracks and you can't get them off of them in time. And if you didn't know what I mean, I'm gonna sound like a lunatic, but yeah, that feeling of kind of needing to do something, but you can't quite get it. It's just a horrible kind of tightening of a knot in your gut. And these levels where you're running away from something that's perpetually chasing you always triggered that, and still do to a certain extent. Oh, Broomy! Oh, that was a sweet, dodge. Keanu Reeves would be proud. Well, Neo. Keanu Reeves is an actor. But anyway, on to the next scene, and we now lose the abilities for that beanstalk. Right, and now we can cross successfully using these Waluigi. These guys look kind of like Waluigi. Bit of the Waluigi Dick Dastardly kind of look. But if we plumb them successfully, we can continue just moving across their heads, which is actually pretty cool. Now here, we want to slap this underneath and get a cheeky little bit of a peach as well as proceeding onwards and killing some Darktoon. Oh, all sorts of things. Wow, that actually turned out pretty well, all things considered. Oh, what are you doing? I want to try and actually make that jump because I think that gives me a bit of an advantage through the level. Nope. Well, not if I'm an idiot, it doesn't. No, actually, this is just the way I'm supposed to go. No advantages to speak of. Oh, I got punched up the proverbial there. Right, let's try that again. This is the issue when, if you go kind of too high up in the level, you can sometimes just have no idea where you're going to drop down again. Right, here's kind of a fun one, actually. We want to set this thing round bouncing. We basically bounce down the hill. This is impossible to do without being on this thing, because all those spiky kind of star fruit things underneath you will just kill you. There's no way to make that. I did miss a chance for a electoon over there, because those kind of, you saw those dropping plant platforms. Each one of these dark things is just spawning oh balls, I think I dodged that one. They've got quite a wide area around them. They're just spawning hammer things from this broomy. Don't call them broomies, that's not what they are. I haven't really stuck my own names. I will look up the official ones of these. This has all been the same recording session since the first one. I will look up the names in between, I think it'd be worth knowing. So that was the Swamps of Forgetfulness. Unclear why it's actually called that. I have a theory which I will talk about in this level. Mosquitoes Nest. So this has one of the weirdest enemies in the game in it that only appears in this level, and I'll talk about that more when I get to it. Oh, swinging starfruit things. I'm briefly at this point going to talk about the kind of introduction to the game, because you'll notice I said I used the one from the PlayStation. So that will have you ask, well, what is the Game Boy one? I'll put some images from it up in the corner. It's basically just the same thing, but just with a series of static images, well, kind of vaguely animated static images and text, rather than being the more animated thing it is for the PlayStation. And it's all, like, the PlayStation version is voice acted and everything, so I just decided I'd go for that one. I think it's just better as an introduction to a series than me doing a weird voice over the whole, over the same thing, but less good quality. So, there we go. Right. I want to drag this over here, because I think there's a reason to doing so. Oh no, it was to ride it along, and I needed to grab on a branch, which I didn't do. But, again, this is all... I have certain things in my brain, when you just kind of, you have... Muscle memory isn't the right word, but you just kind of, you have a feeling of what to do at certain areas. A lot of that feeling for me is to do with getting electoons rather than actually necessarily how to clear the game. Because certainly that's, for me, when I was a kid, was the much more challenging part, was not only the fact that you had to beat every level, but you had to 100% it all as well, as in get the electoons. You do a lot of going back through levels searching for electoons, really. But at least the nice thing is, once you've got an electoon, it saves. Oh, that is it. This is a fucking disturbing enemy. It's the weird lip plant thing, and it burps out those guys, and it's really disturbing. You punch it, and it'll briefly it'll spit out one, and then go into the ground, and... Come on. Oh, maybe I need to hit higher up on it, do I? There we go. So it compresses like that, and then you just get the fuck past it. And just don't think about it too much. You'll never see them again in the game, and we're all the happier for that, really. Let's grab that, and next is another one of those bits that gives me the fear, like the Tarazan section. Oh, no, it's not. That was a complete lie. So, I literally don't remember this scene at all. Well, there we go. So, two of my theories are intertwined that I was talking about. There's my theory as to why this last level was called the Swamps of Forgetfulness, though why this one isn't is not really included as part of that theory. But also, so I mentioned with the first boss we did, in some things he's known as Bzzzt, and in some things he's known as Moskito. In some games, those are two separate characters. In this game, I think they are supposed to be the same character. That may not make a lot of sense, but hopefully it will by the end of this level, Mosquitoes Nest. I really don't remember this bit at all. Oh well. Oh, Lord. That was a bit grim. Hopefully I can dodge. Ooh, look at that, there's a peach up here. And I made something appear. So I probably got a dark ting up here, which has actually made an electoon appear somewhere. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe that was a complete lie. Right, let's hop onto here. Oh, I really thought this one was going to move and go under it. It's sometimes I suppose none of these bigger ones don't start moving when you land on them. They just either are moving or are not moving. But I keep crouching as if I'm expecting them to slide along under there. This one will start moving. In what direction? Down, it turns out. Oh, bloody Broomy, can you fuck off? Nope, you can't apparently. Oh no, well, fuck this. I'm just getting past this nonsense. Why is it giving me a plum here? That's got to be important, right? Oh, I have to use it to get... Oh, I see what you want me to do. Alright, let's kill the Broomy first. Get this moving. I need to use it to get up above onto this bit, I think. And then climb. There we go. Very clever game. What does this achieve? Nothing. I'm sure it will at some point, and I'll come back there when it does. So this is one of the bits that kind of gave me the fear. Behind me is Moskito again, carrying a fucking giant starfruit. So, generally, as I keep saying, as I said with the Mr. Sack section, there's a lot of these bits where the boss chases you through the level, and I found them all equally horrifying as a kid, because it was just... As I say, it's the inevitability that gives me really the fear. Oh, he's actually bloody close. Good lord, I really not a lot of time for fanning around here, is there? But you'll notice, yes. So in some games, Bzzzt is the one who appears here, and he has a different color scheme to Moskito. He's kind of red and white instead of being pink and yellowy. And they're supposed to be different characters. In this one, they both have the same color scheme, and that combined with the name The Swamps of Forgetfulness makes me think it is the same character, and the Swamps of Forgetfulness have made Moskito forget that the two of you are friends, and he comes at you again. It may be no surprise to learn that the eventual... Oop! That was a sweet dodge, nice. This one will not be... Oh, it was just as sweet! Oh, this branch has lips on it, like that weird plant thing from that I told you not to think about ever again. But you know, here we are. I think that's the final stance... Stance? Scene. Going to call it a stanza or something before the boss, yes. So this is very much, I strongly believe this is the same boss. This is Moskito having forgotten about you in the Swamps of Forgetfulness. He's just as relatively straightforward as before. Stun locking him there is handy if you can do it. As long as he's not doing his kind of stunned animation there, you can hit him repeatedly. He's got a lot more health this time though, and it's all just been about being mobile and hitting him whenever you can, and stun locking him here where you can. Oh, he's got a big bastard that time, and I think I couldn't hit him with that one. When he does the upwards... There we go. There's a lot more going on this one, but hopefully you'll have learned the game a little bit more by this point. That can hurt if he does that. Am I actually going to do him, like, perfect? If so, that would be pretty fucking sweet. I just love the music in this game so much. Damn it, I mistimed. Stun locking him. Oh, I got him on the rebound, though, but he also got me, so no more perfect. And punch. There you go, the timing is quite specific for that stun locking. Oh, that was so good, because then he went angelic. Yes. That was actually, I absolutely nailed that. That's sometimes not an easy boss fight. But now I'll cross off Moskito fully. As I say, I'm curious to see what people's own opinions are, but I firmly believe that it is the same boss. They're both called Mosquito. But in other games here, they very much say that the Bzzzt one is the friendly one and Mosquitoes Nasty. A gloomy part of your crest will start now. I hope this will help you to avoid the worst. So this is the power we need in order to proceed through the Blue Mountains. This is, now you can grab things with your fist. So there's two things we can grab with this. We can grab those like 1-up trophies and I think maybe peaches and bring them towards you. The other thing you can grab is... I really thought there was a more obvious one. Ringy birds! So now we swing on them like that, which is what the one on the side of the visualizer is doing. And this allows us to proceed through the Blue Mountains. So with that done, that's the end of the Dream Forest. So that's 2 worlds down and 3 more to go, I think. So we're partway there. No, and only in episode 3. So yeah, I'm thinking my estimation of 10 episodes might actually still be cock on. Let's head into Twilight Gulch. So with this one, we jump, helicopter, and we can just grab that ringy bird now. And now we can actually proceed through this level. And I think it's quite... So these guys, you punch them and they fall apart, but they will be back. I think it's quite cool how you have a level where you can try and get through it, and the game basically says, no, at this point you need to turn around and... Ballsack. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I think it's cool that the game gets you to turn around and go back and do something else, but it does that by literally, like, letting you... try the level and then be like, nope, that ain't gonna work. Ah, crap. Oh, God, right, so these little... Oh, there's a lot going on here. This dude up here... Oh, he's gone. Wow, there was a lot going on there and I didn't get a chance to... So, let's try this again. So this guy is throwing footballs at us. Well, I like volcano-y football things. If you hit them, they explode, but the shards can hurt you. Those guys, yeah, to kill them, you need to make sure you hit them from behind. They're immune to any shots from the front. Oh, that's just the end of that sequence. Which also explains why there was no... oh, I like this music. Why there was no... Oh, these little jumpy pricks. Finish the sentence, Doctor. Why there was no checkpoint in it. Anyway, I'm going to let the music play for a bit. So, you'll notice Mr. Stone's face has appeared in the bottom left. I'm not going to check at this point, but you'll just have to take my word for it. He's right fucking behind me. If we turn around here, we will see... There he is, the bastard. He's huge and he's ugly and he's chasing me. So this is another one of these fear-inducing boss chases that this game loves oh so much. Fortunately, that face is there to remind you he's right the fuck behind you. But it'll go away when you know you're safe. Oh, that was... I caught the ringy bird on the rebound there. That was nice. Oh, did I just... Oh. Yeah, he stopped. I guess he must have been trapped behind something. I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to be very pleased with the way that ended up. Is he... Don't investigate, Doctor. I think that we'll just say he couldn't make it over that jump. Why not? These little football-y things, you can punch them a couple of times and they will explode. I've got a lot of golden and super fists. I don't know if they stack or even do anything in that way. I always used to think they did, but that's probably wrong, come to think of it. So, let's blow this one up. If you just hammer B next to them, they explode pretty quickly. Ooh, free life. I will take it. That was a strange series of sounds happened there. Oh, yeah, and I did it again without thinking. This bit I remember being a real piece of shit, so let's find out. There's a tiny pixel there you can stand on, basically. Oh, because that bit... I remember this being nasty. That bit kills you fucking instantly, which is real shitty of it. And we basically need to get as far right as we can, and then jump, hover, and ringy bird! Oh. Ah, that's what I need to do. I went all the way to the right there, and it's created a platform there with a dark ting, which is... Otherwise, that bit would be impossible. And only a fool would throw himself at it repeatedly before realizing that. Oh, Broomy! Oh. Sometimes there is a Broomy firing, though. Sometimes the game just spawns them from the right-hand side of the screen to dick you over. Oh, but there is always a Boomy here. Also a Boomy here. I suppose it's implied that he fired the shots, but they certainly weren't on the line with him properly. Oh, that was it. Wonderful. Oh, we've probably got time for the next level in the Blue Mountains, which is the Hard Rocks. I think there's only 3 levels in this one. I think after this it's Mr. Stone's Peaks. Oh, we did. Oh, didn't do the thing there, which is punt the shot fucker to set it spinning. I tried to and just cut a stupid idiot. Oh, what? A lot of bad things happen there, I'll be honest. 0 counts as a life in this, so that's number of lives remaining. Excellent. I think this bottom bit is only a detour for a electoon, but I'll do it anyway. I don't think... And the visualizer will correct me, or the viewer's memory of what they just saw will correct me, but I think we didn't get any electoons. Was that literally all just for a peach? Holy shit. Well, but I hope that was worth it. yeah, I think with that entire last level, we didn't actually get any electoons at all. Oh, I was about to ask how I get back up there, but it apparently is quite straightforward. I'm going to grab that super fist, because that could be quite handy. Oh, various things have appeared here. Oh my goodness. I've been doing a lot of nonsense before I've even remotely started on the level at this point. Oh, sorry, spatting the microphone there. This is all just a detour, he says. I'm actually not that sure if that's also a peach. Ah, nosy birds! Yes, you may notice there are a series of themes to my names for things. Ringy birds, nosy birds, flies, rotatees. I wasn't the most imaginative of children. Okay, well, I'm back at the beginning. Cool, that was fun. Was that just for a peach and a fist? I reckon I'll have got a dark ting that'll have activated something cool. But I didn't go back and get it properly. So yeah, these things, you punch them and they start swinging. Oh, balls. Right, no, shit, I think I've mistimed that. There we go, actually, we're alright there. So... Oh, ass pain. Well, here's what happens if you run out of lives. So, we have 9 continues. I don't know actually how you earn a continue. Maybe you just have 9 when you start. I'm not sure. But a continue will start you at the beginning of, I think it's whatever sequence you were on. I don't think it makes you restart the entire level, but I'm not actually sure. But it respawns with 5 lives, which is quite nice. It's only 3 in the other versions, which is one of the other reasons why I consider this one to be far less brutally punishing than the PC and... Well, there's loads. There's a PC, there's various PC versions, there's PlayStation, there's a Sega version. I think there's an Atari Jaguar version. I don't even know what that is. But, but apparently it's a console that's known to exist. If anyone knows what it is or had one, do let me know in the comments. I would be surprised, perhaps. Maybe they were more common in the States. I don't know. Oh dear, I didn't actually want to get that dark thing. God, this bit is just as evil as I remember it being, actually, turns out. I want to set this one moving there. Nope, I don't. There's definitely one bit where you want to set multiple of them moving at the same time, and then you need to hop between them. Oh, you bugger! Oh, okay, that's fine. Where there's a ting, there's a way. Oh. Interesting that you give me... I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? Yep. I was going to say, yeah, interesting that it gives me a checkpoint there, this close to the end, which implies there's some nastiness over to the left here. Yeah, there's a lot of dodging nosy birds is what there is. Well, this is actually relatively straightforward so far. Where there's a ting, there's a way! Oh, no, the ting wants to go that way, oh dear. And a ringy bird. Oh, a dirty ringy bird. So these ones collapse. Once you attach to them, they start falling down. Interesting. What the fuck? It's... What... Is this a new exit? Does this take me somewhere different? Did I want to do that? What was wrong with the one on the right? Questions. Questions that need answers, which I don't have. Huh. Well, I guess I'll find out during editing, I suppose. Or we'll find out in future episodes. Right, let's, for now, proceed. It's annoying that you can't tell what clouds are really going to do. Like, the ones that spring, the ones that are solid, and the ones that move all look exactly the same. It's only the ones that disappear when you stand on them that look even remotely different. Is that background or is that foreground? That's background, excellent. Right, I do like this music. I find it strangely peaceful. To say it goes with a level which is relatively cruel, I quite like it. Right. Oh, balls. It feels very kind of Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door to me. It's got that kind of slightly creepy peacefulness to it. If you get what I mean there. Right, let's hop down here. Oh good, a checkpoint. Man, I'm still completely thrown by that bonus exit thing. There's nothing in this game like... You know in Super Mario World, like, certain levels have, like, a secret exit which unlocks literally a different path on the map. Pretty sure this game doesn't have anything like that. I've played this game a lot, I would know. Splits of Voice, when you defeat a level, you get all the outputs from that level locked immediately. Ah, you bugger, don't throw rocks at me, you little shit. There we go. Oh, yeah, I said don't throw rocks at me, you little shit. What part of that did you not fully understand? That should have done pretty good at dodging so far. Oh! This is also it teaching you how to do something that's gonna come up in the future. There's certainly an importance with dodging those rocks for the boss fight itself, which is not at the end of this, I must say. That's at the end of Mr. Stone's Peaks, which is the 3rd level of this, I think. Or is there another one after... Oh, hide from the nosy bird. Is there another one after the hard rocks? I can't remember. Oh, you little shit. I'll just go straight through the level. There's no point actually taking him on in any way. Is this the one with... No, it's not. I think it must be. I always get this one and Mr. Stone's Peaks confused because they have a lot of very similar things in, but there's one sneaky little element that I think is only in Mr. Stone's Peaks. But other than that, they're kind of... Most of the parts of these levels are very similar. Basically, there's an... Oh, balls. There's another bit where you're running from floodwaters coming from the bottom, and then there's a thing where you get a kind of... Like the planting the seeds thing, it's like a for that level only power-up. And I think both of them are actually... Only in Mist... Oh, those things heal you by 2. Oh, this is a shitty one. So altogether, there's different types of clouds with a hold on. Sometimes they disappear when you stand on them, sometimes they just periodically appear and disappear because fuck you. Why would the game tell you what they're going to be beforehand? It's got to keep you on your toes somehow, innit? I think this is going to be necessary because I remember this bit being particularly nasty. Oh yeah, because I can't hang off that because it's got spikes on the side specifically for me to deter me from what I tried to do. Clearly didn't work. It's like those anti-pigeon spikes in a building or something. And I'm a pigeon, apparently, using that metaphor. Pigeon, he says, spitting into the camera again. I'm not very good at not doing that. And of course, when I say camera, I mean microphone. Oh, no, I don't like this appearing pathway. This is nasty. Ooh, an electoon. Wonderful. First one. I don't think I got any in Twilight Gulch. Who knows? Certainly, yes, there is a meter on the visualizer that's marking electoons, but it ain't going to do much until... Basically, you get as far as the last level, and it's like, oh, you can't access this level until you've got all the electoons. And then I'll just do an episode or two of the furious flashback as we go through and get most of them. Not off camera, but like, I will literally just be cutting to electoon locations, because no one wants to see me replay the same levels again. It'll be a kind of edited highlight sort of affair. Where there's a ting, there's a way. There we go. Always remember that rule, it's very handy. Hey, electoon! Okay, that's foreground apparently, that's shitty. It's often quite hard to tell what's foreground and what's background in this. See, there you'd have to do a lot of doubling back to get that electoon, I think. And I can't be arsed with that. Is that the end of the hard rocks? Let's find out! Yes, it is! So, I believe the next one would just be Mr. Stone's Peaks, is it? Yeah, so I guess the two bits I'm thinking of are both in Mr. Stone's Peaks. Huh. That's probably what differentiates it from the hard rocks. Anyway, we're going to hold it there, because it's been over 20 minutes. So, thank you very much for watching. Next episode, we're going to be taking on the boss of the Blue Mountains. We're about halfway through the game at this point. Wonderful, it's been 3 episodes, so... 6 episodes of normal game, plus 2 episodes of electoon gathering, we'll say. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my estimate of 8 to 10 episodes. Hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.